Got an interesting visitor last night. Somebody after midnight knocked at my door, and I look out the window, didn't recognize who it was, and so I got dressed and I said, you know, WTF. So I went out. There's this guy, hey Charles. So I turn around, start walking toward me. I said, do I know you? I didn't know who it was, but at the end, I won't say exactly who it was. It's a guy I haven't seen in years. So he turned around, he says that he's been hibernating for the last 3 years. Oh yeah. And then he said that he's seen God. I said, well, ain't that nice? So I gotta have a chat with God. Why is he? No, he said that he's seen God. I said, well, born again freak. And then he said, I thought about you. I said, you thought about me with God? I said to myself, I gotta have a chat with God, sending these people after midnight at my door. Anyway, so he says, what I want to do, Charles, is give money to the poor. And he says, I know you know you're honest, you know who I could talk to, because he's been hibernating for 3 years. I look at him, I said, listen, these are not the same poor as you knew 3 years ago. It's not the same. It's not the same. He says, what do you mean? He said, I just seen somebody on the street. I gave him $5 and he was very happy. I said, of course he was. I said, now it's not the same. It's crystal meth. All meth users, yeah, call them meth heads, but anyway, are on the street going after people. They want money. They steal, and they want their fix, and people say, well, you know, we should offer them help. There's no way to help them. That's it. In the area they're in, it's destruction. You just look by the river. The city was nice enough to let them tent all summer long, and now it's a total disaster. And I told them, I said, listen, it's not the same poor as you knew 3 years ago. Save your money. You see somebody on the street that weighs about 70 pounds on his knees in Canada and say, I need food. All right. But I haven't seen it. Fredericton, mental issues. You see a person's on the street because of mental issues, which I know a few, and they want housing, you give them housing. But to give housing to a person on crystal meth that will destroy the place, I mean, that's not the way. So like I said, what they have to do is set up a task force in the city of Fredericton that will focus on where those meth users are, and they can go and clean it on a weekly basis. Go clean the area. The main goal of this task force, paid by the city, will be to keep this city clean. Fredericton always been known as the green city. I don't know, maybe it's because everybody was smoking marijuana in those days. I don't know what kind of green they're talking about. But the bottom line is, the less fortunate, it is Christmas, the holidays, but to give money to people on the street, no, that's not it. It's a different way to do stuff these days. Why do I get involved in these things? Why?